Hello students. Now we are going to study the remaining part of the topic emotions. That is in last lecture we have discussed about the two theories of emotion, that is James Lange theory and Canard-Barth theory. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss the Shastra-Singer's theory and activation theory. Okay. So first of all, just have a review on theories that we have discussed earlier. So before the theories, previously sequence is that emotions are raised after the physiological reaction. Okay, that is, we see beer, we feel afraid, and then we ran away. That was the previous statement before James Lange theory. Now, what James Lange theory says that it is the physiological reaction. First of all, it is going to carry out, and then emotions are raised. That is, we see beer, then we carry out running, that is physical reaction, and then we are afraid, that means emotions are raised. That was James Lange. Then what Canard-Barth says, emotions and physiological response occur simultaneously, not one another, one after. Means emotions and physical reactions both are going to be occur simultaneously, not one after another. That is Canard-Barth theory. That means we persevere, we run and are afraid at the same time. Okay. Now the third theory that we have to discuss, that is the Shastra-Singer theory. So in 1970, American psychologists Stanley Shast and Jerome Singer introduced new theory named cognitive theory of emotions. What each and every theory tried to tell us, how the emotions are arose in an individual. Emotions कसे तयार होतात ते सांगण्याची प्रोसेस म्हणजे थिअरी आहे. ओके. शास्त्र सिंगर काय म्हणतात, व्हॉट दे आर गोइंग टू से, they introduce the new theory, that is cognitive theory of emotion. Now cognitive, that is nothing but the knowledge. Cognition is nothing but understanding the information. Okay. Now what they said in this theory, cognitive theory, they suggested that our physical arousal together with our perception and judgment of situation jointly determine our emotions. Physical arousal, that means physical reaction, physical activity, together with our perception and judgment of situation. Perception means understanding. Judgment of situation, that is nothing but the cognition, understanding the situation, knowledge about that particular situation. This physical arousal and cognition jointly determine our emotions. On that basis, our emotions are dependent. Here is the example. We see beer. So physical arousal is there, physical action is there, plus cognition is there. What cognition is there? That is one of the scary beer. I am afraid it. हा भीतीदायक बियर आहे की मी घाबरलेलो आहे. And then emotions are raised. Means understanding of the situation is most important. After understanding the situation, the emotions are going to be raised in the individual. That is told by the Shastra Singer. In other words, our emotional arousal, emotional, that means your emotion, generation of emotion, depends on both physiological changes and the cognitive or mental interpretation of those changes. Physical changes and your interpretation of that particular interpretation. म्हणजे तुम्हाला काय समजलं त्या सिच्युएशन, व्हॉट यू हॅव अंडरस्टूड रिगार्डिंग दॅट सिच्युएशन. Your interpretation, that is going to determine your emotions. One cannot work without other. One cannot work without other. That means physical arousal, physical activity and understanding. This is one thing, and second one is the emotions. Okay. So physical understanding and emotions both are going to be carried out their work simultaneously. असं होत नाही की पहिल्यांदा फिजिकल ॲक्टिव्हिटी झाली आणि मग इमोशन्स जनरेट झाले. सॉरी, पहिल्यांदा फिजिकल ॲक्टिव्हिटी झाली आणि नंतर मग अंडरस्टँडिंग झालं. इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी हॅपन. See here, physical activities are given, heart pounding, trembling, sweating, running away. So that is the physical activity. Physical activity in combination with the understanding, perception of that information. Both are going to be occur simultaneously, and then emotions are raised. That is Shastra-Singer theory. However, the necessary explanation for an emotional state always rests on the interpretation of situation. Necessary explanation of emotions of state. Why you are fear, why you are afraid, why you are crying, why you are tense, why you are frustrated. So explanation of that emotions always rest on interpretation of situation. How you are going to interpret the situation, how you are going to understand the situation, how you are going to present that information. On that basis, your explanation of for emotions is depend. Since this interpretation is purely a subject of cognitive functioning, interpretation is totally dependent upon the cognitive functioning of the individual. Cognitive functioning means understanding or knowledge of that particular individual about that particular situation. The cognitive factors are said to be the potent determiner. Potent means potential determinant of our emotional state. A cognitive factor is most important, which are going to decide our emotions. समजा तुमच्या हातामध्ये साप दिला आणि तुम्हाला सांगितलं ही दोरी, डोळे बांधले, तुम्ही घाबरणार नाही, कारण तुम्हाला माहिती दोरी दिली हातात. तुम्हाला माहिती, दॅट इज युअर कॉग्निशन. समजा दोरी हातात दिली आणि तुम्हाला सांगितलं साप साप, व्हॉट युअर कॉग्निशन इज गोइंग टू से, तुमच्या डोळ्याला पट्टी बांधली, कॉग्निशन काय म्हणाल, अरे साप आहे, भीतीदायक आहे, आणि तुम्ही घाबरणार, यू अफ्रेड, इमोशन्स आर रेज. सो कॉग्निशन ऑफ इंडिव्हिज्युअल इज प्लेइंग इम्पॉर्टंट रोल. तुम्हाला त्या सिच्युएशनमधून काय समजते, व्हॉट यू आर गोइंग टू अंडरस्टँड फ्रॉम दॅट सिच्युएशन. ऑन दॅट बेसिस इमोशन्स आर रेज. फिजिकल ॲक्शन्स आर गोइंग टू कॅरी आउट, नो डाउट, but physical action simultaneously are going to carry out with your cognition, understanding the situation, and then emotions are going to be raised. So cognitive factor is playing important role in this theory. That is Shastra-Singer's theory. So cognitive theory tried to emphasize the role of cognitive factor. That means a third element, cognitive factor, that is third element in understanding a relationship between physical reaction and emotional experience. Physical reactions and emotional experience. In this there is one link, that is cognition. This is your brain. Means your brain is playing important role. You try to understand the situation as per the knowledge, as per the cognition. लहान मुलाच्या हातात साप दिला तर त्याला काय माहिती दोरी का साप आहे, पण जेव्हा ते लहान मूल मोठं होईल तेव्हा त्याला कळणार आहे हा साप आहे. त्याला कळणार आहे म्हणजे त्याला माहीत होणार साप आहे, आणि साप असं असं करतो, साप आपल्याला चावतो, साप चावले की आपण मरतो. दॅट इज द कॉग्निशन. दॅट इज द कॉग्निशन. वेन यू सी द बियर, वेन यू सी द स्नेक इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, युअर कॉग्निशन टेल इट इज डेंजरस वन, अँड देन युअर इमोशन्स आर रेज. You are afraid. But in case of child, if he is going to see the bear, if he is going to see the snake, he don't know what snake is going to do, what bear is going to do with him. He don't know anything. He is just going to play with him, with that snake, with that bear. Why? Because he don't have knowledge. That means he don't have cognition. And so, no emotions are arose in the mind of the child. But in case of adult, they are getting afraid. So this cognition is playing important role in the process of emotion generation. So the third element in understanding the relationship between physical reaction and emotional experience, it is the perception of emotion provoking stimulus. Likewise, this theory tried to emphasize the importance of cognitive elements. Cognitive theory helps to learn the emotions, experience, and physiological changes through which we pass. Try to understand. It helps us to learn the emotional experience, this one, and physical changes, this one, through which we pass, and are determined the way we interpret the situation. The relation between these emotions and physical actions is determined how we are going to interpret the situation. That means how we are going to understand the situation, whether it is useful, whether it is happy, whether it is understandable, whether it is afraiding. Your brain is going to tell you about it. Through the cognitive element of our behavior in the form of our previous knowledge, see, it depends upon your previous knowledge and interpretation of the present situation. What you heard about that information, about that particular things, and what is the recent situation, what is the present situation in front of your eyes. Your knowledge and a situation is going to play an important role in deciding your emotions. That is Shastra-Singhter theory. Main thing, cognitive factor is playing important role. Your knowledge is playing important role. Interpretation of the situation, interpretation means तुम्हाला काय समजलं त्या सिच्युएशनमधून, भीतीदायक आहे, आनंददायक आहे, त्रासदायक आहे, नुकसानकारक आहे. What is your interpretation? And that interpretation you are going to be prepare on the basis of your knowledge. It is brain is playing important role in arousal of the emotions. So once again, previously, that is we see bear, we afraid, emotions are raised, and then we ran away. According to James Lagan, we see bear, we run, we fall afraid. We see bear, we are going to run, physical action is going to run, and then we are getting, our emotions are generated. According to Cannon Bard, we see bear, but we run and afraid simultaneously. Okay. Now what Shastra-Singer says, physical action with our perception and judgment of situation jointly determine the emotions. Physical actions and cognitive factor, both are jointly going to determine our emotions. जर तुमच्या मेंदूला जर वाटलं ही भीतीदायक आहे तर ती मग तुम्ही अफ्रेड होणार. तर तुम्हाला जर वाटलं ही भीतीदायक नाही, यू विल नॉट गेट अफ्रेड. That is the Shastra-Singer theory. Now the last theory is the activation theory. Now this theory is given by Donald Lindsley in 1951. Now according to this theory, refers to the emotions represent a state of heightened arousal rather than physiological or behavioral process. It is not going to focus on physical activity, behavior of the individual, but emotions represent a state of heightened arousal. A state of heightened arousal, that means how much you become sensitive with a particular situation. तुम्ही एखाद्या सिच्युएशनमध्ये मनापासून किती इन्व्हॉल्व होताय किंवा काय तुम्ही मनापासून रिॲक्शन देताय एखाद्या सिच्युएशनला. सेन्सिटिव्हिटी, हायटन स्टेट ऑफ युअर brain, that is going to decide your emotions. Arousal is considered to lie on wide continuum, ranging from very low levels such as deep sleep to extreme aligned state as extreme anger. That means arousal of emotions is ranging from deep sleep to the extreme anger state of an individual. Basically, emotion provoking stimuli activate the reticular activating system. Now, what is reticular activating system? Here is your brain. Okay, so these are the senses or sense organs through which we are getting the information to the brain. This brain is going to supply the signals to our body part, and then we are going to carry out the actions. Okay. So remember, this is the rectangular activity system. That means we see through sense organ, we are going to observe the image, we give message to our brain, and then brain give message to our body part to carry out the actions. Okay. Now reticular activity system, whatever this system is, okay. This system, in exam not necessary to draw the diagram, just for your understanding I have given it. Send impulses both upward and downward to the cortex. This system send impulses to upward and downward to our body part. Means, for example, a skin, we get a message through the skin by touching a particular hot pot. That message is going to be upward to our brain, it is going to process, and again that message is sent by brain to your hand that you should not touch the hot pot. Okay. So that is the thing which it is tried to explain here. That is, send impulses both upward and towards the cortex, and the downward toward the muscular. Muscular means your body part. To evoke a significant emotion behavior, that means if you want to generate an emotional behavior, significant emotional behavior, a reticular system must be properly activated. Each system, whatever I am going to tell you, this system must be properly activated. Properly activation होणं गरजेचं आहे the systems. Capacity to evoke a significant emotional behavior. If you want a particular individual to carry out a particular behavior, emotional behavior, for that we must have to activate his reticular activity system. However, the activating system tries to serve only a general function. It tries to carry out only a general functions, general activities. And specific structures in the brain organize the input and determine particular form of emotion to be expressed. That means a specific structure in the brain with specific structures organize the inputs. Whatever the inputs we get through our body parts, that inputs are going to be organized in the brain and determine a particular form of emotion to be expressed. Which kind of emotions we have to show. That is going to be determined by our brain. Accordingly, the expressions we are going to show to the society on our face. आपल्याला ब्रेन सांगतो ह्या सिच्युएशनला काय रिस्पॉन्स द्यायचा, कशा पद्धतीचे इमोशन्स दाखवायचे. So that is the activation theory. Now again once more, that is the emotions and physiological reactions. We see bear, we ran away, we afraid. That is previous thinking before James Lange. Here, James Lange theory, we see the bear, we run away and we get afraid. That is James Lange theory. Now what Cannon Bart says? That is, we see bear, but we physical actions and emotions, running and afraid, both are simultaneously going to be carried out. Now what Shasta Sinter says? Physical reaction together with our perception and judgment of situation jointly determine our emotions. Physical reaction with our with our perception and judgment of particular situation. How you are going to judge that particular situation? That is your cognitive ability. According to that, your judge, according to your cognitions, your emotions are going to be generated. And last one is the activation theory by Donald. Emotions represent a state of heightened arousal. High sensitive situation दाखवायचे असेल तर emotions are generated. To evoke emotional behavior, the reticular system must be properly activated. जी सिस्टीम दाखवली ब्रेनची ती सिस्टीम ॲक्टिवेट होणं फार महत्त्वाचं आहे. कशासाठी? टू इवोक द इमोशनल बिहेवियर. So that is all about the theories of emotions. 4 theories are there. In exam there will be questions, what is learning, explain the theories of emotions, or you might ask list out the theories and explain 2 theories of emotions. Accordingly you need to prepare for this topic. Okay, thank you.